The week before, I'm glad.
Oh, the week before was disgusting.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't see that humiliation, but.
I thought I was going to get off again. I thought it was because it was raining. I'm like, man, it's downpour.
Oh, you really thought. You really thought.
Phil might be too wet.
All right, we good to go. We can start when ready. Oh, god damn it, my hip.
You sound like an old man, too.
No, it's part of my damn skin on my ass is like ripped off.
Skin on your ass is ripped off?
Nah,
Yes.
I made him slide for a home run on the Sunday game, and it tore him up bad.
Jeez.
Nah,
Yeah.
it was bad.
Why you make him slide?
I wanted to see him hit a home run.
Yeah, and when I hear slide, I don't even question it. So.
At all.
He said, down. You was like,
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, wait, are we starting now? Cause
We're live.
Huh?
We're live.
are you ready?
We're live, pal.
Let's do it.
I ain't trying to get fired.
Oh, no, you definitely about to be fired. That's 4 games you done missed. We already got an old nigga on the team we ain't necessarily fond of. Now you starting to piss me off.
Yeah,
Who's that?
we ain't gonna get into it.
Go take us wherever you go. Power 4.4 Radio.
Damn slip.
No, I agree. I assumed there was some sort of group chat to appease my happiness. It's called the Bolo chat.
And does not represent those of
I
Power
don't deal with
4.4 Radio or Live Stream.
You gonna deal with this one?
Power 4.4 Radio is
So
not
you
responsible
signed up,
for any
but
information
didn't think
recorded on
that
program.
maybe the chat thing might have been something you might want to be able to
Well,
change.
kid, you know, I thought that,
Contact
you
them
guys
for all
would,
your
quite have a,
and design needs at
little guy
443.
chat and say, hey, we're going out for a couple beers
2429.
tonight.
Let them know
you
that
might
Power
wanna slide
4.4
through.
Radio sent you and follow
what's
them
crazy?
on social media at
It's not a bad idea.
3MM.
But I'm not trying to appease Jake, so I'm tired of him getting in his damn way. But that's not a bad idea. That's not real life. I'm getting real sick and tired of you having your way, but you're right. You know what?
We got skills to cover it all, pack and load and take away your stress. Anywhere, yeah, for your relocation. 24/7 services, get a free quote from this out on it. If you're moving, you should call Focus Movers. We got trucks and crews, call Focus Movers.
Hey there, this is Michael Braxton with Health Tips and Hip Hop.
Hey, this is Jimmy Girl.
What's going on in your garden of health?
Thanks.
Join me with my
I know
radio
I enjoy
family
your
at
softball
Power
team,
4.4
but, I need y'all
every
to go ahead and work
Wednesday
around
from
my
6
schedule,
p.m.
because,
until 7
I
p.m.
No, I'll be goddamn.
You're listening to Power 4.4 Radio with the Power of Influence with Dr. E every other Friday, 8 p.m. to 9, right here on
Yeah,
Power
it don't
4.4
matter how
Radio.
much
But
money you
make
put
sure
in
you
my pocket.
download that app Live 365 and look for Power 4.4. It is where people are the power.
So I got the
What up,
message.
ladies and gentlemen?
You know,
This is Jared Durant. This is
Amazingly,
Mark
everything's
Taylor,
working
talking
pretty
with
good.
Twin
I
right
can
here
see
on
the chat,
Power
actually.
4.4, where the people are the power. Listen, I'm here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey,
for
you in the
12
chat?
friends.
Check in,
And
man.
make sure that you tune in,
Check
because
in.
we are always going to be sipping the coffee and spilling the tea. So don't miss it. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Power 4.4, because you know
Spilling
what?
the
The
tea
people
and
are the
slinging
power.
the D.
Tune in to the best radio show on planet Earth, SME, from 6 to 7 every Tuesday. We're truly undefeated. It can't
What's up,
be beat.
person on the live chat?
Even though the show is called SME, it's not just about me. We work as a team to build our dream.
Join us each and every Monday at 6 p.m. as we bring to you Ladies Night with the Hustle Queen. I'm Cinnamon.
And I'm Stony. And as always,
Keep hustling, queens.
Hopefully
Greetings. It's your Queen of Trauma Drama, Evangelist Dr. Tony Terry, asking you to join me every Sunday for the Hour Power Radio Show, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Power 4.4 Radio. This is a place where you can speak your trauma and eliminate your drama. Again, that's every Sunday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Power 4.4 Radio.
It's a lot today.
You going
This is
on
Kid
early?
Kong.
Feel like more than
Tune
usual.
Toon World
Nah,
every Saturday
go
from
on-
8 to 9
going on
p.m.
a
on
lot earlier
Power
than usual.
4.4 Radio.
The franchise fashions, baby.
Exquisite meats.
J A.
Emoji is just gonna be used for the toothpaste. Used for the toothpaste poster.
Oh, dude, we got memes going crazy right now.
Like, what up?
Hey, what?
More.
I did put that in the title, by the way.
Welcome back to another installation of Toon World on Power 4.4 Radio. As always, I'm your host, Kid Kong.
And I am jagging off.
And as always with us is Jay McGraw.
I hit the wrong button on the wrong sound.
You got to do this.
Nah, you ain't on that kind of time today.
And as always, the ghost with the most.
Yank of the bank, man. You already know what it is. You're rocking with Toon World on Power 4.4 Radio. You heard?
Did you use like some funny substance in Miami? Because you really are not on the ball today.
Well, you know, Kid Kong.
Well, see, when you guys came in here busting my balls,
That's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Right. It's
I
absolutely.
feel like I'm not a part of the team, and the way these exquisite meats are, I just think that, you guys should include me in the chat,
You are included in the chat. It's on your app.
Well, you guys didn't tell me that. You just told me to pay the money.
And here we go.
I
haven't been to a practice.
Next.
I haven't been to a practice.
Next.
Speaking of things we're gonna go ahead and practice, which by the way we will get you in a practice. I have been practicing my excitement for the NFL draft. Y'all have been checking out the NFL draft. Anybody that's a sports fan anyway. And
it's one of the most beautiful days of the year.
It really is. It's
is.
like
And we had an absolutely fire live stream from night one.
That's right. Go ahead and check that out on Jagging Off's channel. We went off.
Yeah, it's like 4.5 hours of pure entertainment. So if like you chilling playing a game or you gonna be in one place for 4 hours, man, make sure y'all check that out. That was a good stream.
I'm on my job. You guys, over there busting my balls.
We gotta bust your balls, man. 'Cause
Are we still on this?
It's like China's the best wrestler ever.
the best wrestler ever. And speaking of the best anything ever, Jagging Off, do you think your team basically accomplished everything they needed in that draft?
At least in the first round they did. I wanted a big, good target for Trevor Lawrence. And then we traded back, pulled probably the most genius trade of the entire first round. Got my dog, Brian Thomas Jr., man, I was happy with that.
Yeah.
There were a couple, in the later rounds, drafting 2 defensive tackles from LSU, like in consecutive rounds when we needed another damn cornerback, that I wasn't too happy about. But other than that, we got a kicker too. Like, we got some cornerback depth, so like some line depth. Overall, I think it was a pretty solid draft. Could have been better, but it could have been worse.
What would you give the Jags like grade wise on that draft?
For the whole thing or the first round?
Overall.
I'd say a solid B.
Solid B.
Solid B.
All right. We go to our team. Jay, what would you give our team in terms of like our draft?
I think our draft went fine. It was sort of predictable because I know.
You think so?
Ravens, yeah, everybody thought they was going to take a wide receiver. I knew they was going to take a defense.
I mean, we did take a wide receiver in like the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, but we took the first round. We took a cornerback.
It actually was kind of different to me to see.
It's funny too, man. I actually saw him play in person because when I went to Jacksonville for New Year's, I actually was at the Gator Bowl this year, and it was Clemson versus Kentucky.
Oh.
And Nate Wiggins, he got the game-sealing interception.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I actually saw this guy play. Like I think you guys will be happy with him.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying the Ravens are predictable. They always go defensive all the time because they.
Well, that's not necessarily true. You know, daggone well, we have a tendency to draft a wide receiver that don't pan out in some ways.
A wide receiver, a tight end, but those are usually in the later rounds.
Tight ends usually go well for us, but like a Miles Boykin or a Travis Taylor,
Like
Rashad Perryman,
Yeah.
you know, like we have a tendency to
That was
draft.
horrible.
Yeah, we have a tendency to. The only one we drafted that actually meant anything worth a damn, I'm pretty sure you know Torrey Smith. That was the only one that actually sat there and panned out.
It honestly varies with receivers for us. I mean, we ain't took a receiver in the first round since freaking Justin Blackman. But I don't think this is going to be like we do have good success. We do have solid success with LSU receivers when we draft them. I mean, DJ Chark that one year was good, and then
and then you know now what? Chark's a Panther now, right?
No, I don't.
No, he's a Bear.
Is he?
If I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know anybody picked him up honestly after the Panthers cut him.
I mean, there'd be no excuse. I mean, he's a young wide receiver. He's still got explosive speed. It would make no sense.
It's crazy to me how like it seemed like that second year he was with us. It seemed like he was on his way, but like I don't know what the hell happened. Be honest with you, I really don't. It's like he wanted to, it's like you get the feel like when he went to Detroit, like he wanted to get out of Jacksonville. It's like okay, but then you didn't do anything after that.
I will say this, like y'all on your end, I do feel like the draft definitely went, like you said, like a B.
Yeah, it was solid. I personally think Brian Thomas like trading down for him, getting excellent value to draft him was an A+ pick. But then I think like we should have really traded to get Kool-Aid McKinstry because we needed another corner.
Yeah, I did not understand Kool-Aid falling so far, and
it's like
and another player I don't appreciate falling.
You had to trade up. You had to trade up 7 damn spots. It's like, bro, how can you not accomplish that?
Now I don't understand this, right? I don't understand the NFL. Look at me, you letting Blake Corum fall so daggone low.
Blake
Corum.
It would.
Anybody that's seeing the live stream will understand that meme. But how dare you let him fall so far? That is the greatest running back in NFL history. He is going to pull 2,000 yards if he's with any other team. But y'all let him go to the Rams, who already got Kyron Williams, who already don't run the ball. And I don't say that towards any biasness, towards a certain hating ass mother. But I say that because I promise you that is a game-changing player.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Blake Corum's God, bro. He literally is.
Like he died for our sins.
Exactly.
But like, as for
all praise.
As
his
for
name.
I think we were talking about this earlier. There's like a trend of players getting drafted whose fathers had the same name and gave them.
NFL?
Yeah, like Joey Porter Jr. Gets drafted by the Steelers. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. gets drafted by the Eagles. Like that is that like the new manufacturing game for him? Look, you go into the later rounds, we're gonna get you drafted by your daddy's team.
See, Blake Corum doesn't need that because he's literally fire from the gods.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Keaton Mitchell's father played for us though.
Keaton Mitchell's father was named Anthony Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I sort of remember him actually.
Yeah, Keaton. Oh,
that's his dad.
Yeah, Anthony Mitchell. He got a
interesting.
Yeah, like if your dad, like, because think about it, right? Like, if I do recall, the Vikings never gave Thaddeus Moss a chance, but he also wasn't Randy Moss Jr.
Well, I think we did. I think we knew that he wasn't going to be anywhere.
I really wanted him to work out, man.
I wanted him to work out too, and I thought he would, but like, I mean, keeping it 100. I mean, he is dead.
He's not, and like it's a
Nowhere
lot of big,
close.
it's a lot of big shoes to fill. Like if you're like, I'm pretty sure what is it, like like baseball wise, right? I thought Trey Griffey was gonna be the man.
Yeah.
He went, tried out for the Steelers, did all that other stuff, wasn't that guy. But Ken Griffey is your dad.
Yeah.
The expectation is if your daddy played a sport, boy, you better have at least a little bit of athletic juice in you.
That's how, that's how my daughter is. Like, I'm a supreme softball player, and my daughter, 8 years, you're gonna see her walk onto the Florida Gators and tear stuff up.
Exactly. And like on top of that, if she does succeed, you gonna sit there and be like, nah, you walking home. Hey, you walking home after.
Exactly.
We not doing this.
Yeah.
Like I never I look at certain guys that didn't pan out, and I'm like, man, you really should have.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
But going back to the Ravens draft, overall, I give them a B- because they did fill in certain holes. Now I do think that tackle that we got, he can play left tackle, he can play right tackle. That's gonna work out very well, especially considering the fact that we have a backfield of.
It actually was a very heavy offensive and defensive lineman draft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we even messed around and got a tackle from Missouri. He looks pretty solid from what I've seen of him.
So, does anybody have any sort of opinion on the Penix Jr. pick from the Falcons?
I mean, I have one.
Is that the quarterback?
Yes. Penix Jr. was picked by the Falcons.
They were saying, like, why would they draft him? More probably was
know what's funny? I went to bed
he's
thinking,
supposed to learn maybe 2 years from
No,
Kirk Cousins.
I feel like I know why they made that pick. So I went to bed the other day thinking, you are crazy drafting him. And then when I woke up, I was like, okay, it does kind of make sense. So while paying Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed is crazy. If something happens to Kirk Cousins, 36, coming off an Achilles injury.
You know who we going to say?
Who?
You're fired!
Kirk, we're gonna draft Michael Penix to be your heir apparent. It's gonna work out great, pal.
It actually sort of does go by that thing. You're fired. Like, don't.
You're fired.
Do not in any way, shape, like it's like Kirk. You're gonna be with us for 4 years, but if something happens to him, do you want Penix Jr. or Desmond Ridder? That's why they traded Desmond Ridder.
I mean, Desmond Ridder was gone before the draft, so
he was, but it also
where did he go again?
Arizona for Rondale Moore.
Oh my God!
It shows it basically that should have been a prerequisite to what Atlanta was doing, but none of us really saw that because nobody gave a half.
Well, nobody thought they were going to take a quarterback in the first freaking round, especially reaching for one.
Right.
I get that, but let's say Kirk gets.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, obviously, I guess it's good to have an heir apparent, but
no,
and I love Michael Penix, but
the
overall,
the logical explanation would have been to grab a bridge quarterback. Like if Gardner Minshew would have gone to the Falcons, I'd have been like, okay,
perfect.
I get that.
Perfect.
But Penix Jr., you're basically saying if Kirk Cousins does stay healthy in 4 years or whatever, you're gonna sit for 4 years.
I'm not gonna lie,
this is over Jordan Love, type of thing. But if he doesn't, then we're just gonna throw you out.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think the Raiders had that idea, but kind of showed their hand. It's like Gardner Minshew, like they want everybody to be his bridge quarterback. But now he got to start. Now he gonna save the Raiders. I mean, the champion of the elder gods, if everybody remembers that meme.
Yeah, I'm not even mad about it because I do like Gardner Minshew for what it's worth. I've always
and I'll be the first to admit in Jacksonville, because I know we wanted Trevor Lawrence. I get it, but at the same time, we did do him dirty.
And that's for every team that's ever had Gardner Minshew because he's giving you the tools to sit there and say that I can start, but he is looked at for what he is. Like,
I mean,
his Minshew mania, all he's been is that guy that's supposed to basically be there for a little bit until the rookie gets.
Because just about anybody else after Anthony Richardson goes down, Indianapolis would have been cooked.
Facts. No, I'm right.
Like they would have been. They wouldn't have been having a damn play-in game.
Right, and against like a red hot Houston Texans team wasn't happening.
Yeah.
It just absolutely wasn't.
But the fact is, he gave you a chance.
He did give Tease a chance, but Gardner Minshew, his one default in his NFL career is always being signed by a team that always has somebody else in the wait.
Yeah.
That's why the Raiders are the perfect opportunity for him, because it's like, guess what? If you give us 4 good years and get us to the playoffs, boy, you got my trust, 'cause you know Antonio Pierce.
Because look at it now, especially when arm strength's kind of a limitation for him. You got Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers to throw to, so it's like you don't have to go deep all the time. You got 2 big, hungry white boy monsters that can tear him up across the field.
Thanks. And like Brock,
I know a lot of people don't like that Brock Bowers pick, but man, y'all getting a hell of a pick.
That was like when we saw that pick, I remember we looked at it like that was a good pick. That was a week that's understandable.
Yeah, because I was like,
linebacker?
No, the
tight end
from Georgia, Brock Bowers. He's a beast.
A lot of people thought he was going to the Colts. Like they thought the Colts would trade up.
Thank God he didn't.
And like I think
I want to see Brock Bowers twice a year.
Huh?
What round he went in?
First.
Yeah, he went 8th overall, top 10.
Dude, I can't name you a single tight end in this draft not named Brock Bowers. That's how crazy he is.
Yeah, I don't even know if another tight end got taken by even the 3rd round.
Wow.
Like
I think one went in this. I mean, I can't check it right now, but I think one went in the 2nd, maybe.
Which but
I know a couple went in the 3rd.
Yeah, like a lot of people have their speculation and stuff like that, seeing like, okay, maybe he goes to the Giants because Darren Waller's injury prone, or maybe he goes to the Colts because I can kind of name you their tight end, but I can't really name you their tight end.
Facts.
You know, for him to go to Oakland says a lot about Antonio Pierce's willingness to win. Like this guy really wants to go out.
Yeah, we were talking about it. The Raiders, this is the first time I can remember in a while where they didn't make a 1st round pick where it's like, what?
Yeah, if y'all remember, I'm pretty sure we all do.
And then they had a
Henry Ruggs.
draft.
Henry Ruggs was their first
Henry
pick.
Ruggs?
And then
we know how that went.
And then who was the other guy?
It's a lineman from Alabama. What the hell is his name? He got some crazy last name, but he was
he basically he was another.
Oh my God, what is it?
He pointed a gun at a TikTok live or something like that, and he got.
Did?
Yeah, that's why he's out the not out the league, but he had behavioral issues.
Oh my God, what is his name?
Wasn't it Romans?
No, it was some.
So he was going to John Moran.
Basically, yeah.
Anybody know that it was the 2021 draft?
Wow.
Right.
Damn it, I could not think of his name.
Just for the sake of it, look up the 2021 draft real quick and look up.
Because that's gonna screw with me all day.
What?
Oakland Raiders 1st round picks.
Or just look at the 1st round picks in 2021.
Because I promise you, it's gonna be on the tip of my tongue.
I know. Oh, never mind. Alex Leatherwood.
No, that wasn't Alex Leatherwood.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
He was 2020.
He was 2021.
It was 2020. You want to put money on it?
Yes, I do.
Go look up 2021 Oakland biggest Raiders and see who they're.
Just put 2021 1st round picks.
Because I know who it was. Leatherwood didn't flash a gun into the camera.
He may not have did that, but that's who they took that year.
No, they took him in 2020.
Okay. We're anxiously awaiting.
Am I wrong here? I want to see this. All right, go.
Trevor Lawrence went first.
Yeah, that's the draft.
Zach Wilson went second.
Just go down to Vegas's pick.
You said Vegas?
Yes. The year that Henry Ruggs was drafted.
No, it's not.
I'm saying what I'm saying, but I know when Henry Ruggs was picked.
Alex Leatherwood.
Hey, what?
That was not the draft I was talking about.
You said 2021.
That was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
When did Henry Ruggs go?
I think he went the year before. He went the year before, the year after. I can't remember. He was. Oh, you know when he went? He went in 2020 because it was the same year that Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb went.
2020 was what I'm talking about. Can you look up the year that Henry Ruggs went?
But he didn't point a gun. He crashed his car and killed someone.
He's not the dude I'm talking about. It's the 21st pick from Vegas that I'm talking about. Imagine having 2 first-round draft picks and
damn! What is his name?
and you just
What number was he?
21st, 22nd. It was awful.
Was he a first round pick though?
Yes. I'll know once I hear the name.
On the Jaguars right now.
Just go to Raiders, Jay.
The Eagle. No. Sorry, the computer froze a little bit.
I really do not. I don't remember like a Raiders player pointing. Does anybody in the chat know who we're talking about?
Yeah, I
Can someone call in like something? Because now it's gonna screw with me because I don't know who
I'm
this
telling
is.
you, it's the same year that Henry Ruggs went. There was a player that sat there.
I don't remember them having 2 first round picks though.
Oh, I do.
Like there was that year they had 3
And,
with.
Damon Arnett.
Yes, Damon Arnett.
Oh, that's
Damon Arnett.
I should have known that.
Damon Arnett.
He's cornerback because he was like he was tripping with some. Oh yeah, he pointed at now. I remember he pointed at some like Instagram or OnlyFans model or something.
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew what I was talking about. I knew I wasn't crazy.
No, but I was saying like with some of the picks in the first round, like that Leatherwood pick, like that guy wasn't supposed to go till like mid-second, and I was like, what?
Mid-second? He wasn't supposed to go to the 5th. I couldn't understand that.
He was second.
You were
He
right.
should have been.
That was the year that Henry Ruggs, the third one.
I know I wasn't
They had
crazy.
2 draft picks in the first round.
You weren't crazy, but that's what I was referring to, not Damon Arnett.
I was referring to the fact that they had. Imagine having 2 first-round draft picks and you blow both of them. Now you can't really call them.
I can relate.
Oh, never mind.
C.J. Henderson, Caleb Jason. I can relate.
Yeah, that's vomit worthy.
F you, Dave Caldwell. Glad you're unemployed. Bawdy.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We're going to take our first commercial break. We're going to be back here with Jagging Off, K. Con, James Girl on Tomb Roll on Power.
Somebody stomp on Dave Caldwell's balls.
Put the commercial on.
POS.
Yeah, man. Planes up.
I'm sorry, I can't control my angle with that. I'm thinking of it.
We want to muzzle you.
Is your body there? Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Getting to the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we about that. Oh, you talking living on top, we talking about that. Is your body there? Is your body there? Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Getting to the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we about that. Oh, you talking living on top, we talking about that. Aviated and we faded, got some trim all in the backseat, baby. Thank you, it was great. Get offended by success, so we put pressure on the plate. Won't hear my name up in no drama. I was
Yeah, 12 o'clock, Madison Park, Fields 1 and 2, every day of the week.
harder than everybody when Merlin on your back.
Also, Jay, you can't be wearing
Is you really but that is your out? Is your bad dad? Is your bad dad? Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Getting to the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we about that. We talking living on top, we talking about that. Is your bad dad? Is your bad dad? Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Getting to the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we about that. Oh, you
So they really have 2 first round picks that got arrested like that. Jesus. I completely forgot about David Arnett though.
Everybody did.
Oh yeah, I remember. But yeah, I even remember like hearing that story a while back. They did the interview with like the girl he was like going crazy on. I'm like, oh god, I forgot about David Arnett. He had a league.
Run that set like a replay, take a step back, but you hard as a whip ball back. Got dick in the world, dirt on when I set check. Yo, I'm a lip looking like a muffin.
my God.
Bull of running, but run lap shit, easy little throw, get a fist blown back.
And
And I with a sauce, my slip when I walk. Got 'em gassed up, I ain't convinced at all. Got my grand hella long, my car, see long, plus 2 bad bitches to put dick in they jaw. Crimson, I'm a pause, can't believe metaphor. Said stop when you start, but it's season. We'll drop
Yeah,
you
some good
down,
artists
but
too,
when
bro, man.
speaking it all, get pressed like a crease, I'm decreasing them all.
Yes, our main play, Baby Huey in a wheelchair. Just like my one and only song.
I'm mad hungry, I've been crippled up for best task. Honey, I'm hunched up, big dumb, ugly. That's what's on my car.
That ain't
I'm
my
slung,
song.
busting book carrots in my mouth, box money. I'm struggling them up, what they want from me. I'm not a hoe unless I'm with your bitch. I'm a true darkness when I flip my switch. I feel like a heartless when I get my grip. I'm up now when I
It's
work.
terrible, but funny at the same time.
I'm not playing any slander against Derrick Henry on my show.
special one, I'm on my head, don't miss. I'm lashing out while you pussy wet.
All right, we'll revisit that next year.
Grand death, cut tone, manifest time, chest lock the low, race, head roll, flesh, pop a bone. I sing low like a orangutan tits, my heart colder than a bag of fish sticks. My swagger lies, my ass crack drips, so I left my stains on your bitch mattress. My one gay, that bitch too thick, so I brought the whole like she was a Kit Kat quick when I scratched that bitch. Go, Tefo, Tiffo, Tefo, bitch, I'm mama. Right on your brother, can't wait for a second light. Heist, if you step it, hop it, trippin', we gon' catch you fucking light on this stretcher, send my blessings if this ass can make heaven,
Send my blessings?
No.
What does that like? Maybe it's just my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because I do have a way of like putting lyrics to songs.
You put your own lyrics.
That's right, it's Mr.
I'll
Florida Caesar
do that
himself,
if we ever play
DJ
that
King
tonight.
Ray, and you tuned into, of course,
The Something
Tune
Giant
World
song.
with the one and only Kid Kong, only on Power 4.4 Radio.
All right, that last one was "Is You Bought That" by Tony Crab, and that second one was Jay McGraw. Go ahead and let him know.
Oh man, Tonto. I support the itty bitty
Titty Committee.
What in the world?
And Tonto's he's a unique artist. He definitely goes hard. Boy was climbing on top of the pole over at Tube Fest, going crazy. Now
he likes small titties.
No, it's a song lyric.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah. As a musician,
I mean, to each his own. I'm just saying.
Yeah, nah. Musicians, we tend to do like. I mean, think about it. I named the song "Nutter Butter."
That is a great song.
Yeah, like we put our own certain titles to
I made a song.
Oh boy, if it's what I think it is.
It's Baby Huey in a wheelchair.
All right, you know what? The views that we express on Power 4.4 Radio are not this crazy white boy. And
I don't care. They're my views.
And in other news,
Blake Corum.
Yes.
Blake Corum.
It's a whole.
You really got to watch the draft show to figure it out. And I need to start seeing Blake Corums in the chat.
So TikTok, they're talking about banning it. What do y'all think about that?
It ain't happening.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not? I mean,
Because it's too powerful of a website at this point.
More powerful than the dinosaurs and commerce.
I think they'll.
Yes.
I think they'll revamp it.
There might be some limitations, but they're not going to get rid of that completely.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do something different. Trust me.
I mean, like.
Hey, shout out to the Savage Luxury. Blake Corum.
Blake Corum. But like, why would basically like, what do you think the changes that?
That's the only free chat I'm giving away.
Well, I think it'll be more at a place where parents can control their kids more so, because I think that's the big nut scheme of it all.
Are you sure it's not the control on our free speech?
No.
No, I don't think it's that.
Some parents just ain't meant to be parents.
I don't.
I had a child with one.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just it's a lot of content on there.
There is, but why all of a sudden is this the bar? Why is it?
Well, they've been saying it for years. It's just finally they're. All right, now we're really serious.
But like they've always been that, like, I mean, like
serious. I mean, it's been going on for a minute.
No.
I mean, for goodness sakes, you should see the things I see on Twitter. Nothing there's ever had to be controlled. But why TikTok?
Because no one uses Twitter anymore besides people trying to promote channels.
Yeah, but like Twitter was used. There were people spreading a lot of propaganda on Twitter. X.
I mean,
propaganda's everywhere though, man.
So is it on TikTok? Why should that be?
Well, I think why it's getting a lot of heat because people are filming literal crimes on there.
Yeah.
Like they're showing people how to, like, for example, they are showing people how to break into cars and steal them.
Yeah.
Which I know somebody that it was attempted on.
Yeah.
So they're putting trends like that out there. Like Twitter, you'd see like some raunchy stuff, but it wasn't crimes. You know what I mean?
No, I completely get that. But so you think so what do you think will be the next step for it? Like what is going to be
I think if anything happens with it, it's just going to be some limitations.
I was about to say they're gonna have more control over you,
if
than what you
anything.
do.
Like I completely, like, for what it's worth, like me being a media personality, I completely get regulating people. Like, people should not be breaking into cars.
Yeah,
People should
facts.
not be sitting there finding new ways to do stupid stuff and everything.
Yeah, it's
but
like
what,
all types of hacks now. And
yeah,
And
no.
it was just it was so different back then. Like we went for
So you're saying it's too much freedom?
Yes.
I think
Of course it
I
is.
think it's too much freedom, and I think also, again, we're talking kids is on there. Majority of young kids are on there.
It's not,
Because
and it's
they're
not
look-
even.
because they're looking at videos more so. They're looking at dance videos.
Yeah, and it's not even
all
it's
of
not
that.
even a freedom thing. It's like they're filming literal illegal activity.
And the
Like
thing-
it's not even a freedom thing. That's the stuff that should have your freedom removed from you.
Yeah, but I think you know, when there's kids involved, you know, parents at some point they're not having it.
Yeah,
I just seen one reel a day of someone from TikTok, and the mother was in there taking a dump, and the kid,
oh my god,
decided to put the camera up and start dancing, and you see her naked, like just sitting there on the toilet.
So they're not even helping the case.
But there's kids on there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
I mean, sir,
I'm just picturing that in my head and just
I'm being honest.
like, hey, I'm doing a
there's
TikTok dance.
There's a lot of sex trafficking going on too as well through TikTok. A lot of people don't know.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yes, it definitely
know
is.
that.
What they do is they lure these kids in.
I mean, you know,
Sex trafficking, they deal with.
I mean, you know,
bulk is
you know,
mostly kids.
and you know, it's not surprising because pedophiles try to find their way to get into everything.
Right, and like I know that's like the big app. You know what I mean? Like, for having a lot of kids on there, it's just like I look at it from both ways. Like, hey, what exactly? Like, I just want more of an explanation, because let's be realistic here. I don't know about y'all, but I don't really trust our government. But from what I see, it's like if they came out and said, "Hey, look, we're not trying
You trust
to
our government?
fuck no."
Hell no.
I hate to cuss on this, but
I
like,
was about to say, I was definitely about to give you that. You was about to get all of that.
come on, Jay, you've heard half of the shit I said. You know I don't trust the government.
You did it again.
Like,
I wasn't even the one to do it this time.
screw it. But bottom line is, if the government at least gave some sort of words to us to make us believe that, hey, this isn't another bowl down on our rights, and you said, hey, we're trying to regulate it for the kids, and not the Chinese are trying to steal our data, as if I couldn't sit there and mention an air fryer in front of my phone and Google won't send me ads for an air fryer. And maybe I could sit there and be able to have a little bit of an understanding about it, because obviously, understandably, I could sit there and be like, okay, this is something you're trying to, take away from us. Because there are some, like, let's be realistic here. While we can sit there and look at the bad side of the things that have happened on TikTok, there are a lot of good things that happen. Like,
Well, sure, it's like
being promoted.
It's like every social media outlet. There's good and bad for all of it. I mean, like even like there's stuff on TikTok that makes you laugh. There's like useful things. I bought my tripod from there. Like
I literally got my what is it?
Tripod, the one that was in.
No, that was the one I apparently had in my house for a couple years and like didn't even realize it was there, and then it got ordered, and then we found it after I ordered that one.
Saved you a couple bucks in a sense.
Yeah, it did.
Like, I got my water flosser off TikTok. That was pretty cool.
I didn't give me one.
What was it?
It was a water flosser. It's for like the insides of your teeth. Knock out all the extra.
Ah, so you got. I
What?
seen Odell Beckham promote one of those.
No, I'm not getting it.
Not the one that you had, probably.
I'm still not getting it.
It's actually a very interesting device. Like, my gums and everything feel so much better from using this and a lot of products I've sat there and seen, because I was like, man, I'm 30. I want to be able to keep my teeth right. I've seen a lot of interesting products on there.
I mean,
but if I'm being told, like, hey, like, we're getting rid of TikTok with no sort of explanation, but if you tell me, no, we're just putting regulatory bans to keep pedophiles and other bad people out there, maybe I'll be able to understand, instead of thinking my rights are about to be nipped in the bud.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But you know every like. Well, actually, they probably even wouldn't because they hate anything that's modern. But you know, all the hillbilly Trump supporters would be like, not right.
Well, even the like some people are sitting there saying they're like, well, so Congress had like they need 60 votes to be able to veto a bill. They had all 79 basically put this bill into action and had Biden sign it as long as they could fund money to bomb innocent women and children. That's been what they were talking about.
Lovely.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how true that is. I mean, we're 4 or 5 months into this year and it's already been crazy. And I sit there and I'm like, I don't know what to believe here, but like I do know that Biden is definitely trying to get that daggone coin from us.
Of course he is. Well, I mean, what do you expect?
It's so funny because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, like our own country is sitting here suffering, man. Like
yeah, but all this craziness going on from like TikTok and Biden to our government, just we just need a remedy. We need peace. We need a hero. There's only one person that can save us, and that is Blake Corum.
Blake fucking Corum.
Chris.
Sorry, man. Effing Corum. You did that. You shouldn't have.
I didn't tell you to do that.
You should have mentioned Blake effing Corum.
Blake effing Corum, the greatest
running back of all time.
Yeah, like he's literally Jesus.
It's a shame he's with the enemy.
Oh, and tell the people how we know he's a prophet.
Let's see.
The spelling of the names.
Of course, there are 5 letters in Blake. There are 5 letters in Jesus.
And there are 5 letters in Corum.
That's right.
You already know.
Y'all do the math.
Blake Corum.
Blake Corum. We're gonna take our last commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with our final thought here on Power 4.4 Radio. Go ahead and hit it with it, Jay.
Blake Corum, save us.
You can set me up, man. You know I can't help it.
I don't be setting you up. You've done pretty good because, like, I guess it was because you did a live show with me, and now, like, when anything goes.
When I got on swerving, I'm smoking dope. I'm a pint and half a bit in my pocket, trade 5. They start to get too loud. I'ma stay high. They don't know about it. Got the whole swallow. Every time you're on it, that bitch is just frying. And you cop the diamond, yeah. I'm a floss. I'm a time to cost. And my time to cost. It the grass, and all the moss. That bitch wanna sell it toss. Yeah, I told her and her penny was like a floss. And she had a thumb. I sit on her face. All that brainstorm. Might just bust out a race. Cause a brainstorm. Took a rip of the bomb. These niggas just blow smoke. They don't wanna get to the door. My niggas serve it like a soap. I was down, baggy, threw me a bag. Paid it back the same night. Fuck that bitch, she was a dyke. Let my gun in my girl house, so she had to bring my steak. Just to talk to me on the phone. Nigga, you gotta have a break. And I'm still riding down with my old head. I'm got down and my eyes roll red. Bands on me, make it hold it. Hands on me, you go dead. Count days like it's a funeral. Niggas pissed off like a year and no. I'll be all over the city though. Yeah, like I'm turning low. Hitting the M's, spinning the bin in the bins. Rocking the Gucci and Timbs. I know a friend, I come with you on with a 10. She like to just say again. I'm a big papa, I'm a throw shot. I like the weed, I'm a lighter. Took that pill, girl, told me to chill when I was inside the roll it, yeah, I'm a rider. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. I do that. Niggas on my side, get a roll down. Niggas on my side, get a roll down.
Yeah, I swear that part gets the other I'm sorry,
Return of the goon. Return of the goon. Return of the goon.
Blake Corum.
So I know I'm hated by a few, but I stay focused on my revenue. Keep them high pockets, we put them on you. So cut them, they give me the key. I know my time gonna come out the blue. I just gotta stitch in the blue. My mind ain't that good ever since I look good out. I keep that bitch everywhere I move. Ay, I gotta stay on my groove. I don't watch my mood, that's how you get blue. Ay, she wanna fuck up my mood. I give me a will and roll up me a dude. Ay, tired of bluffing that niggas, you know what I see, you know what you do. Ay, no, don't be running at that because I'm too late back if you know that I'm cool. Ay, right now, nigga, what this up now? Better get cool, right now. Cause you already know what's gonna go down. Don't fuck around. Cause you can't get about it. And I don't think you niggas about it. But I ain't gonna talk about it. Little nigga with a big heart, little nigga with a big stick.
Chopper make a little kick flip. While you all up in your feelings, having bitch fits. We dipshits. Just having fun with this shit. This shit, well, this shit. And you know that I've been in shit. Run down, nigga, what's up now? But I get cooked up by the round. Cause you already know what's going down. Boys ain't no fuck around. Cause shit can get violent. And I don't think you niggas about it. But I ain't gon' out nobody. Run down, nigga, what's up now? But I get cooked up by the round. You already know what's going down. Boys ain't no fuck around. Cause shit can get violent. And I don't think you niggas about it. But I ain't gon' out nobody.
If I got any left.
It's gonna say Jay McGraw 0-0 for as many games as he showed up to. Hey, Gilbert Arenas were 0.
There's a person on the Jaguars who shall remain nameless who wore 0.
Yeah, 0 might not be the worst one.
No, when it has that fool attached to it.
I need 4.
It has before.
We don't have numbers.
It's your boy Marvelous, and make sure y'all stay in tune with Tune World.
All right, Jay, go ahead and hit him with those song names real quick.
All right, so it's Popstar J, Pop Flows,
That's
and
right.
my main man, Return of the GOAT. That was Violent. What is his name?
I feel like it was Violent P.
No, it's not.
It's
I
not.
feel-
Your
I feel-
main man.
I feel like as long as they believe in Blake Corum, there'll be hits.
Nah, but welcome back to the final thought. And Jagganoff, you got any final thoughts?
I mean, like I said, draft for the Jags, great first round pick. Rest of it could have been better, but I mean, overall, I'm cool with it. Let's just make some moves and get right this season.
Right. And my final thought is, I've been doing a lot of research and talking around with people my age and everything like that. And I do realize that a lot of people my age haven't voted as much as we maybe should have. They told us before to...
We shouldn't.
Anyway, they told us before, our votes didn't matter, this, that, and the third. And I feel like a lot of us didn't really, we took that and we're just like, they don't.
They don't.
And now we're kind of looking at a very weird time, in our lives. And, usually I'd be like, hey, go ahead and do whatever you want. But election time is coming up. And if you don't like the decisions that our elected officials are making, I suggest you do something about it. That means if you sit there and you don't vote, but you're mad about who's in office, then I guess that's kind of on you, isn't it?
No, here's my rebuttal to that. They only give you two choices, and usually they both suck.
Well,
so that's why I don't.
All right. Well, as I was.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't hold my tongue on that because it's ridiculous. We need a whole reform with that because I feel like it's like too fixed. Not necessarily the voting part, but it's like who these people are trying to put in office, and they're not looking out for us. They're not looking out for the American people. They're looking to push an agenda. That's what that is. And I'm sorry if y'all disagree with that, but it's how I feel. It's why I can't be a part of it. Sorry.
I get that, but when I give you a final thought, go with your final thought. Now, my final thought is what you should do. All right, if we can't necessarily, like before, we haven't really known what to be able to do about it. But let's at least get out there and try to vote. If we know there's an agenda being pushed, at least with this point, with us at least going out there to the polls and voting, we can at least know how truly rigged this is. It's easy to be able to point fingers and say, hey, this is rigged, this is rigged, this is rigged. But if you're sitting on your ass, just typing from behind your laptop or whatever, not doing anything about it, then are you really gonna know? That's all I'm saying.
I know how we could put this whole theory to bed. We get everybody on board to vote for Blake Corum. As long as he gets in, we know what's up. And if all the American people vote for Blake Corum and he doesn't become the next United States president, then we know there's some fishy business going on here. Blake Corum 2020, what year is it? 8?
2024.
2024, Blake Corum.
All right, it's been Toon World with Jacking Off and Jay McGraw and King Kong on Power 4.4 Radio.
Blake Corum, save us.
The franchise fascist, baby.